Stomach.
Okay.
This is actually a floating solar farm, and it's a pretty impressive sight.
I think it's quite cool.
Wow! That went right through me!
Click. Watch on BBC iPlayer. Hello, I'm Christian Fraser. You're watching The Context on BBC News.
Joe Biden's legacy of accomplishment over the past 3 years is unmatched in modern history.
Vice President Kamala Harris has excited the community. She's excited the House Democratic Caucus, and she's exciting the country.
The vice president is smart and strong, which will make her a good president. But she's also kind and has empathy, which can make her a great president.
If you want to lead this country, you should feel grateful for it. You should feel a sense of gratitude. And I never hear that gratitude come through when I listen to Kamala Harris.
And joining me this hour, the Democratic strategist Mary-Ann Marsh. Also here, Dr. Christina Greer, Associate Professor of Political Science at the Fordham University in New York. David Litt, former speechwriter for Barack Obama, will be here very shortly. And also we'll be joined by Dr. Hank Shankoff, who has worked on dozens of election campaigns. Before we do all that, let's get a check on the latest BBC News. Speaking at an event at the White House, Kamala Harris paid tribute today to President Biden following his withdrawal from the election process. She said his record in a single term had surpassed that of presidents who'd served in 2 terms in office. The director of the US Secret Service has told a congressional committee that the attempt to assassinate Donald Trump was the most serious operational failure at the agency in decades. Kimberly Cheadle took full responsibility for any security lapse at the election rally in Pennsylvania, where the attack took place. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says that at least 49 Palestinians have been killed and more than 180 wounded by Israeli shelling and airstrikes on areas to the east of Khan Yunis. It comes after the Israeli military issued new evacuation orders for people there. A court in Russia has sentenced a Russian-American journalist to 6.5 years in jail after convicting her of spreading false information about the military. Alsu Karmasheva from Radio Free Europe Radio Liberty denies wrongdoing. She was detained after travelling to Russia to care for her mother. Democrats have always argued that they have the policy positions to win this election, even if, to this point, they didn't have the energy or the unity. With the vice president now at the helm, she will put reproductive health care at the fore of the campaign and will be able to talk about it in a much more compelling way than Donald Trump, who many blame for the reversal of Roe v. Wade. There are other dynamics now at play. She is a prosecutor. He is a felon. She is 59 years old. He is 20 years her senior. There are many who were deeply opposed to a Trump-Biden rematch and have long called for a generational shift in American politics. And not all of them were Democrats.
Most Americans do not want a rematch between Biden and Trump. The